Welcome to another video. So, Llama 3.2 has been released. Let's talk about it. So, Llama 3.2 is a new series of models, with 4 in total. There are 2 vision models. One has 11B parameters, and the other has 90B parameters. This might be one of the biggest vision LLMs yet, which would be super cool to test out. Apart from this, they've also launched some small language models. One of them is a 1B parameter model, and the second one is a 3B parameter model. If we look at what they say about the Llama 3.2 vision models, they claim that the 2 largest models in the Llama 3.2 collection, the 11B and 90B, support image reasoning use cases such as document-level understanding, including charts and graphs, captioning of images, and visual grounding tasks, like pinpointing objects in images based on natural language descriptions. So, I guess the 11B model is derived from the base 8B model, and the 90B is derived from the base 72B model. The next 2 models are the small language models. They say the lightweight 1B and 3B models are highly capable with multilingual text generation and tool calling abilities. These models empower developers to build personalized, on-device agentic applications with strong privacy, where data never leaves the device. I think this is one of the smallest SLMs that supports tool calling, which is kind of cool. These models can also be easily run locally. If we look at the vision benchmarks, you can see that the 11B model is similar to Haiku's performance, and the 90B model is similar to the performance of GPT-4O Mini, which is cool. Meanwhile, the smaller models are comparable to Llama-2 and Phi 3.5. So, it's not anything groundbreaking, but we'll test them out and see for ourselves. They've shared the weights on Hugging Face, and the smaller models are also available on Llama, but the vision models aren't. However, the models are now available on Together AI, so I'm going to try them out through their API because they offer some free credits. So, let's get started with our testing. First of all, we'll test the vision model. These are the 9 questions I'm going to try it against. Let's get started. The first question is going to be about this image. This is a flowchart of a program where the system creates a random number and asks the user to guess. If the user's input matches the random number, they win. Otherwise, they lose. So, let's give it this and ask it to convert the flowchart into a Python program. Let's send it over. It's generating the answer now. Let's wait a bit. And here's the response. Here's the code as well. Let's run it and see. Let's give it the input, and this works pretty well. Now, let's also run the 90B model, and it works pretty well too. So, this is a pass. The next question is about this image. I'll ask how many calories are in 5 slices of this, and the answer should be 100. Let's send it and see. So, here's the response from both of them. The 11B is incorrect, while the 90B is correct. So, this is a pass for 90B. Next, let's move on to this image of a table. I want it converted into a CSV file. Let's send it and see. Here's the answer from both, and both answered correctly. So, this is a pass for both. Now, the next one is a screenshot of the ChatGPT interface. I want it converted into a similar-looking HTML, CSS, and JS-based interface. Let's send it and see if it can do this. So, we have the answer from both of them. The 11B gives code, but the 90B refuses to generate it, which was unexpected. So, that's a fail. Let's preview the 11B code. Okay, this isn't even close to what I had given. So, this is a fail for both. The next question is about this image, a kitchen cupboard with a lot of items. I'm going to ask what the container with the red lid on the top left says. Let's send it and see if it can do this. Here are the answers, and both of them fail. So, let's mark that. Next, we have an image of a dog running with some motion blur. Let's see if it can describe the image or not. Let's send it and see. Okay, here's the answer, and both are correct. So, this is a pass. The next question is about a meme. I want it to explain the joke. Let's send it and see if it understands humor. Here's the answer from both, and they both fail. So, this is a fail. Now here's some handwritten text that I want converted to typed text. Let's send it and see. Here's the answer from both. The 11B has the best response, while the 90B skips the last line. But anyway, I'll give a pass to both. The next question involves an error in some code that I'm going to give it, and I'll ask it to fix it. Let's send it and see. Okay, it's done. And if we run it, the 11B works fine, and so does the 90B variant. So, this is a pass for both. Now, here's the final chart. You can see that both models perform okay, but I don't like it. For example, it refused to create the interface I wanted, which means if you ask for coding inspiration, it might refuse. That's not good at all. Plus, even though the 90B model is huge, it still failed in 3 vision questions, which is not what I'd expect. Qwen-2 VL 72B is on par with the Llama-3.2 90B model, meaning a smaller model can do what the 90B does, and it's less censored. The 11B model is practically useless. Pixtral is much better in this segment, and even Qwen-2 VL 7B is better. So, Qwen-2 VL 72B remains the best model for vision tasks. These Llama models are just not great, and they're bigger than the competition while delivering lower results. Anyway, there are also the 1B and 3B models. I'll directly show you the final chart. I'll put the full testing video up for members only. It just starts from $5, and there are more cool videos like my terminal setup video. So, consider joining. Anyway, let's talk about the results here. As you can see, both models failed every question. These are just bad models. If you compare them to others like Qwen 2.5 and Phi 3.5, then they are much better than this trash. If you're looking for SLMs, just use Phi 3.5, which is way better. This is one of the worst launches I've seen. These models are straight up trash, and there are much better LLMs out there. So, use those, not these. Overall, it's not cool. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this video, consider donating to my channel through the Super Thanks option below. Or you can also consider becoming a member by clicking the Join button. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.